Welcome back, friends. It's the Half-Ass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Half-Ass Crafter. We're going to do some half-ass crafts, but first I'm going to show you some half-ass crafts that I've done without you. If you're new here, welcome. I always forget this part. I need to make a little post-it note. If you are joining me again and you've been joining me, well, y'all just know that I am tickled, as my granny would say, that you keep showing up. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So what do we have here? I have created some ephemera holders. I was watching Gail Augustinelli, and I was watching her months ago. She has a whole playlist of just making ephemera. She takes ephemera that other people have made and she just recreates it and figures out how they did it and remakes it. And that was really useful for my junk journaling ephemera making practice. So that was really cool. So if you are interested in all this ephemera making for your junk journal and how does this work, that's a great resource. So go to that playlist. It's Gail Augustinelli. I will try to remember to link it, but y'all know I'm the half-ass crafter. So sometimes I say I'm going to link stuff and then I don't. So, just leave me a comment if I forget to link it, and I'll link it and reply to your comment. So she had all of these really cool ephemera holders. I was like, whoa, those are really neat, but I don't think that that's my level yet. So I'll work on it later. And then the new year hit and I was watching, for some reason, her video came up. She called herself the Bumbling Crafter in that video, which was hilarious. I was like, well, that's a way more PG version of my name, and maybe that's what I should have gone with. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She made this ephemera holder, and I recreated it in my half-ass way because I made a lot of mistakes. But it's just made with some cardstock and a little piece of fabric. And she used vellum. I used the sheet protectors and sewed all my stuff in. That's, I think, the hardest part. Those sheet protectors move, which is why all of this is all over the map. It's all over the place. It's a disaster. But it holds all this ephemera that Belinda is probably like, that's all my ephemera. It is all your ephemera, Belinda. So I'm very excited about that. And then Seven Plaza is one of my most favorite channels, and her ephemera folder from a year ago came up, and she made this little guy. It's just super simple. There's nothing really involved or complex about it. And I was and I made it with her. I watched the video and made it as she was making it. So I thought today we are going to, I can't make this yet. I got to make another one to really understand how to do it, because I think I know. And then I'll make one with y'all, but I can't make it yet because I'm not talented enough. So I thought today we would use our stuff, and we are going to make this little journal. So, are you ready? I'm going to give you a second. You need one 12 by 12 sheet of paper or cardstock. This is scrapbooking lightweight cardstock. And then you're going to need some vellum. And I am using, it's funny, I was like, oh, I don't have any vellum. Shucks. That's not true. Actually, I have this little pad that I got from Temu over the summer, and it's got vellum sheets in it. And I was like, and it's funny because I was like, what the heck am I going to do with these vellum sheets? Well, I know what I'm going to do with the vellum sheets now. So you're going to need some vellum, and I can't remember exactly how much. I think I used 3 of these small sheets, and these sheets are 3 3/4. Is that right? Yep, 3 3/4. You can't see me measuring, but that's what I'm doing, by 5.5. So these are 3 3/4 by 5.5. We are we're going to cut them down a little, and I'm 99% certain that I used 3 of them. Because you get, how many panels do you get? Yeah, you get 3 panels, 1, 2, 3. And yes. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to cut each piece to make 3 of these. So there'll be a big one, a medium one, and then a skinny small one for small things, you know, like stamps. Okay, so this is what we're making. We're going to use your stuff. So you need either 1 sheet of vellum or 3 small sheets of vellum, however you can manage it. You can use other things too. You can actually just use regular paper. I did see a small ephemera holder that just had regular like craft paper. So you can use that as well. You could also use copy paper. I'm going to use vellum because I have it and this is a great use for it. And 1 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Okay. And then go get that and then we're going to come back. Okay, one thing I forgot to tell you is that I also have these glassine bags. I think they're glassine. I don't know. Is that glassine? Somebody smarter than I am in this junk journal sphere is going to know the answer to that question. But I have a bunch of these that I got. I don't know if I got them in Happy Mail or if I got them from, I think I got them in Happy Mail. I think, Carrie, did you send me these? I think it might have been Carrie. Anyway, I have these. These would also work because you can see through them. So the point of the vellum is so that you can see through them so you can see what you actually have tucked in there. But I think that these are really kind of short enough that you don't need to see. So you can use copy paper or you can use these little envelopes. Okay, we're going to use the vellum because I got to use the vellum. Did you get your paper? Are you ready? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this down to 8 inches by 12 inches. First step is cutting your 12 by 12 down to 12 by 8. So you just find a side if it is a, now if it's a directional, you need to realize that you are going to, this is the 8. This is 8. So if I cut this down to 8, this is the way that my holder is going to go. So my holder is going to be going this way. So that's roughly 8. This goes in your scrap bin because that's a good piece of paper. Okay. Now you need your scoreboard. Okay, so we've got our 12-inch by 8-inch piece of paper. And we are going to score, and I'm sorry, I don't do centimeters. So I'm just gonna have to do inches. I'm American, I can't help it. You're gonna score at 3 3/4 inches. So we're just gonna score this. And then you're gonna score again at 4 inches. And then Margaret at 7th Plaza doesn't have a 12-inch scoreboard, or she didn't for that video. So she actually folded hers up. So one thing that Gail Augustinelli taught, that she learned, is that mountains become valleys and valleys become peaks. So if you want this to be your inside, you should score it on the outside. So keep that in mind. And I actually wanted this to be the inside. So that's a bummer for me, but that's okay. I'll fold it that way anyway. She said, Gail Augustinelli said that she learned that from a viewer. Okay, so once we've got it that way, because Margaret didn't have another score, she didn't have 12 inches, she just scored it again. She moved it up against the 4, and then she went to 3 3/4, which is 7 3/4 and 8. So let's do it that way. So you can either, if you don't have a 12-inch scoreboard, you fold it on your 4-inch score, tuck it in your corner, and do another 3 3/4 and 4. if you do have a 12-inch scoreboard, then you're going to go to 7 3/4. We're just doing this real time. So if I'm messing it up, we're messing up in real time. And if I'm messing up, maybe I'll just make another video. Okay, and then we're going to fold this over. I know I should have scored it the right way that I just told you, but do what I say, not what I do, okay? All right, so I've got that. Now, what you're gonna notice is that this is too long. And you could keep it long if you wanted, because it will fit this way. Or we're gonna trim off of this side 1/4 of an inch. And I've got these marks here, which are 1/4 of an inch. So I'm gonna use those marks on that side. And we're gonna trim off 1/4 of an inch, and then it's like just on it. This one is, that's how I did this one. And this one, maybe I need to trim a little bit more. Maybe 1/8 of an inch on either side. I know. Now I'm getting all technical. It's fine. You don't have to do this. You could just trim 3/8 of an inch automatically. And yeah, I could have been like, oh, we need to trim this paper down. And maybe I will. Maybe instead of 12 inches, it really should be 11 5/8 inch. Haha, that's way better. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of make sure that these are good and scored. Now, something to remember, or that you should know, is that where I live is very dry. And I know I say this a lot, and y'all are probably like, quit telling us that. But you need to know that because my paper dries out and it cracks. So whenever I score anything, I always run some washi on it. So we're gonna do that. So I've picked this, I don't know, it's kind of collagey, washi tape. So there's two things that you can do. So if you look at this one was a very plain piece of paper. It did have the alphabet on the inside, but of course the inside gets covered up because you're putting stuff in it. The outside was very plain. It's just this, you can barely see it. And so I stamped on it, I put stickers on it. So we're gonna use all of our stuff. But what I wanna do is I wanna stamp, I think, before I put the washi tape on. And then I'll put the washi tape on, and then we'll do stickers. So we're using all of our stuff. Look, I know that you ladies have a ton of Temu stuff. So you need to go get all your Temu stuff. Get your Temu stickers, get your die cuts, get your papers, get all that fun, get your washi tape, all that fun Temu stuff that you got, and let's use our stuff. So we're using a piece of 12 by 12 paper. We've cut it down, we've scored it. Let's go stamp it up. So I don't know if I want this blue. I'm trying to figure, this is such a weird color on this paper. So I decided to go with a garden theme on my paper because the inside is flowers, and I thought that that would be pretty. I'm just not sure that I like this blue, but that's okay. And you don't have to stamp. You can do all sorts of things. Whatever your little heart desires. If you want to, I'm gonna try purple. If you want to just put stickers, you can collage the whole thing. I did see some folks have these little folios that were collaged like all the way, and that was cool. That's a nice little dragonfly stamp, isn't it? So you can do that, like whatever. You do you. You do what makes you happy, and don't worry about anyone else. And this is for you, so you can do whatever. You know, here's the thing. I bought all these stickers and stamps and papers because I liked them at the time. Maybe I don't like them anymore, but at the time I liked them. And I'm going to use them. That's just the way the world works. So you should use your stickers and stamps and everything else, even if they look a little twee or, you know, whatever derogatory word you want to say about your own taste, because I do that too. That's how I know that you do it. I didn't come up with that and just read your mind. I do that too. I'm like, ugh, these stickers aren't sophisticated enough for what I want to do. These are really terrible. They're not terrible. You liked them at some point. So get over yourself. Use them. Use them. I liked these stamps at some point, so I'm going to use them. We're going to use all of our stuff. We're using our stuff this year, remember? That's what we're doing. Not buying new stuff. Going to use what I have. It's all okay. And it's all okay. And it doesn't matter. Nothing really matters if you get down to it. It's all good in the hood. Ta-da! Ooh, that's kind of neat. I like this. I don't know if you can see. I like this Cosmos stamp. I used to hate Cosmos when I was in my 20s. I don't know why I didn't like Cosmos, the flower. I don't know. I guess I just thought they were very simple, and I wanted like really elaborate, beautiful, fancy flowers. I don't know. But now I just really like them. My father had a whole garden of Cosmos that were beautiful. I mean, just gorgeous. And I took the best picture of them, and then I edited that original picture. And so now it only looks good on a computer, but that's okay. It's fine. Here, I'm going to do something wild and put 2 stamps on one block and stamp a double. And this one's going to be blue. And this one's going to be purple. So all of my house guests finally left. I've been alone for, one day. This is the second day. This is day 2 of being alone and creating art. And you can see what I've been creating because I'm creating it with you right now. What if we did something like this? Oh, that's cute. But now I feel like I need an all over something. I've got my stamps up here. Oh, this is pretty. Let's take these off. I'll never get these back where they were. You're gonna have to let me put things away. Sorry. Otherwise, I'll just be here all day going, wait, where was that one? Where does this go? What's happening? Did I stamp that thistle? Oh yeah, it's right there. Okay. And then the Cosmos, where's the Cosmos? It's under here. Like that. Okay. Got it. I have this gray. Let's see how the gray works. Does the gray show up is the question. I'm going to postmark. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. I like the gray. I have an idea with the gray. I have an idea. with the gray. I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to do this. This is one of my favorite stamps. It's so finely detailed. It's beautiful. I don't think, it's not collaged quite how I would collage it, but it's pretty good. And I'm just gonna put it right here, like so. Close this up. All right. Oh yeah, that's neat. Okay, cool. And then I need some more up there. What are these? Here, I think I can use this one. Up there. Here, I'm gonna put it on this. I think that's better. Although I think these are kind of, are they flat? They're not flat. All right, and then there we go. I wish that would have overlapped a bit more, but that's fine. We can run washi tape on that. And don't forget there'll be washi tape here. So that's my cover. And then you're gonna open it up, and then the back, it's up to you if you want to put something on the back. Oh, I don't know what this is. Let's stamp it out and find out. So we're supposed to get snow today and or rain. We'll see what happens. We had a beautiful sunrise. Beautiful. If y'all have never heard of the Belt of Venus, you should go Google it. Because I live at elevation, I get a 360-degree view of the sunrise. It's fascinating and beautiful. All right, we're gonna put this here like so. Okay, so there we go. Oh, that's cool. It's like music notes and a bunch of random stuff. I want one more big random piece like that. Kind of like this. And I have a few of those. So it's been really, really neat to, I really enjoyed Ephemera. The videos didn't do so well on my channel, which is fine. You know, I think I basically just got views from people who were also doing Ephemera, which again, I mean, that's perfectly okay. You like what you like. I know some people come for the paper dolls and not the, sorry, I'm looking at things. Ooh, bugs. Some people come for the paper dolls and not for the ephemera. And that's a-okay because, you know, that's how I am with some channels as well. I'm like, I really like when you do blah, blah, blah. So it's understandable. Oh, I like that. That's a good stamp. But the interesting thing is, everybody was, you know, I found all these new channels and everybody was doing Ephemera, and that was awesome and fun. And then, you know, it ended and everybody kind of went back to their regularly scheduled program. And it was kind of neat to see, you know, well, what is their channel like? I don't have a ton of time to go and binge watch everybody's channel. Although that would be lovely if I did, wouldn't it? So it was really neat to see all of the folks and what they normally do. And everybody, you know, everybody just kind of was like, all right, we're going to make some tags. It was kind of, we all went back to like something easy and not terribly challenging, which I can totally get behind. Okay, I have this huge butterfly and I want to use it. And I think I'm just going to put it like right there. So it's been really cool to see everybody and to see everybody's regularly scheduled programming. So in my last Ephemera video, I mentioned one of the prompts that I wasn't going to do. Oh, that didn't turn out as well as I wanted it, but that's okay. One of the prompts that I wasn't going to do was friendship bracelet. And I mentioned my Golden Grams story. And I had a lot of people that were like, you're going to have to tell me your Golden Grams story. So let me tell you my Golden Grams story while I am putting all of this stuff away. So back in the 80s, the cereal manufacturers would put toys in the cereal boxes. I don't know if they still do that. I assume that they still do that, but I don't actually know. And one year, Golden Grams, and there was another cereal that was also doing it, like maybe Honeycomb or something, but we didn't like that cereal, or my mom wouldn't buy it because it was too sweet. I don't remember. Anyway, they were running a promotion where you would get friendship bracelet kits to make friendship bracelets. So basically they just gave you, some embroidery floss and directions and whatever. And they had like 3 different kinds with, various colors. Maybe it was 4. I don't remember. Anyway, they had, different variations. And, the goal, of course, was to collect all of them. Well, my sister and I really wanted them. We loved them. We thought they were wonderful and great. And so we went on a quest to collect them all. But really, we wanted this one specific one that we just could not get. And, we kept getting duplicates of some, and, which was good. There was 2 of us, so we would share them with each other. But I know that y'all see where this is headed. So for months, and I'm not lying, for months, we ate Golden Grams. We ate so many Golden Grams that my father was like, wow, you girls really like Golden Grams. And we were like, yeah, we love Golden Grams. And so he kept buying us Golden Grams, which was actually really surprising because we never got name brand anything because it was always too expensive. So we're begging for Golden Grams. He's buying us Golden Grams every week. We are eating the crap out of that cereal. I mean, we're trying to get through it. And he's just like, y'all are eating so much of this cereal. What is wrong with you? And we're like, nothing. Just keep buying the cereal. And then the day arrives. After months and months and months of us eating Golden Grams, I mean, we were like on it to eat those Golden Grams. We finally get the friendship bracelet kit that we've been trying for. Finally, the day finally arrives. Oh, you already know. I know. You already know what's going to happen. So we get it. We're so excited. And it's almost like there was a record scratch. And then we looked at each other and we're like, who actually gets it though? Who gets it? And so then we start arguing over who gets it, because I was the one who had to convince my father that there was nothing wrong with us. We just really liked Golden Grams. And my sister's like, no, I ate the most Golden Grams. And so we go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And my father has to get involved because we can't decide who gets what. Who gets it? We don't know. And we get in this huge fight about it. Massive, massive fight. And my dad takes it away and he's like, nobody's going to get it. I think he even threw it in the garbage. I don't remember. Maybe he gave it to my sister. I know I didn't get it, so I don't know what actually happened to it. It just goes away. That's what I know. And we are so tired of eating Golden Grams. And we both were like, I ate so many Golden Grams to get this stupid thing that I want it. And, but we wouldn't give it up for the other one, of course. And So that's, of course, what happens, right? Yeah, oh, womp womp. No, what happens is my father thinks we love Golden Grams, y'all. So he keeps buying Golden Grams. For months, this man keeps buying Golden Grams and expecting us to continue to eat them with the veracity that we were eating them before. Only we actually now hate Golden Grams, so we don't want to eat the Golden Grams, and they've quit the promotion. So we can't even get another one of those friendship bracelets, but we keep getting the Golden Grams. And then finally we just don't eat them. And my dad's like, I thought you girls loved this cereal. Why aren't you eating it? And then we finally had to admit that we ate it just because we were trying to get a toy, which we were very much prohibited from doing. Like, they wouldn't buy us cereal just because of what was in the box. So that was why we had to keep all of that secret, because my parents couldn't know the whole reason we wanted them to buy that cereal was because of what was in the box. So, unfortunately, that's why we wanted them to buy it. So we had to come clean so that my dad would please stop buying Golden Grams. And he was like, well, I'm not buying you any cereal till you finish those Golden Grams. So we had to finish the Golden Grams, and to this day, I will not eat a bowl of Golden. I don't even want to look at them. I feel like when my kids were little, they asked for them, and I was like, absolutely not. I don't know. Maybe I did. I probably did buy them some. They didn't really care for them. But I can still taste Golden Grams while I'm retelling the story to you all right now. I am tasting Golden Grams, and it is not good. So there's the Golden Grams story, and, be careful what you wish for. Also, older sisters, pretty mean. It made sense that we would both fight over it. Of course we would. Of course we would. My favorite was him just continuing to buy the Golden Grams, and we were like, oh no, somebody's got to tell Dad to quit buying Golden Grams. But we couldn't tell Dad to quit buying Golden Grams because he thought we loved Golden Grams. I think I got the unpleasant job of telling my father that we didn't want the Golden Grams. So, there you go. There it is. That's the front, that's the inside, there's the back. Okay, so I put my washi tape on. You don't have to do the washi tape. Like I said, I do it because my paper gets so dried out. Now we're going to do some stickers. Okay, I have this whole basket of stickers here, which you can only see a little bit of. But I have these ephemera books. I think most of you have seen these. If you're new here, you might not have, and that's okay. I have this. Maybe this would be good. Oh, it is kind of the right color, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use stickers. And the reason I'm doing this is because I bought all these stickers. I really like them. And I know they do look a little twee, as people call it. I don't know. Do we still use that word twee? I'm not sure. They're kind of scrapbooky, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and knock the stickers that I paid money for because I thought that they were cute. There was some reason I bought them, and that's okay. It's okay to like things. You can like things. I can like things. And we don't have to like the same things. I know. It's amazing. That's some crazy talk, isn't it? Indeed it is. Let's see. I really like this Boho Dreams book. Oh, look at that. That little owl will go really well. Let's take the owl. Come with me. I love owls. So use your stuff. It doesn't, like, if you've bought it, that means that you like it. So you should totally use it. And maybe you can even, here's what I do. If I start finding myself being really like negative or down on myself about something, I'll say, okay, you think that this is twee and silly? We'll make it as twee and silly as you possibly can. Like, lean in. this also works if someone's trying to bully you and they're all like, you sure do like to eat pie. You go, yep, and eat more pie. I mean, that's what I do. I love pie. You don't like pie, that's fine. You want to talk about my eating pie? You can talk about it. But that's dumb, because who doesn't love pie? Look at that horsey. I like that horse. Maybe I could put the horse. I don't know if it'll fit back there. Wow, that deer is beautiful too. Let's see what else I have, because I'm sure that there's other things. Ooh, these mushrooms are neat. Let's use one of those. Wow, that looks a lot like a hike that I've been on in Mount Hood. There we go. So if you're like, oh, I can't use stickers, they're not like really artistic, they look silly and amateurish, and just go, you know what, then I'm going to make this the most amateurish folio that I can. And that's what you do. Shoot, just do it, man. Who cares? We're not out to win awards. We're making stuff to store our ephemera. And man, let me tell you, I have so many printables that it's kind of ridiculous how many printables I have and how much I need storage, which is why I started looking for these things, because I was like, how am I going, because right now I just have them printed and I haven't actually taken them. Will this fit over here? I don't know. We're about to find out. I haven't actually, oh yeah, it'll fit there. Cut them out. They're just printed. And I just cut them out when I need them. But then I have to store them somewhere. And then some days when I don't know what to do, I just come up here and cut out. I just fussy cut. I'm like, well, I have these printables. They need to be cut out at some point. So let me just fussy cut these. And that's what I do. And it works out just fine. And so we're just gonna sit here. We're gonna put things on here. We're gonna see what happens. And it's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. You know what? I think I want this. And I think I'm just gonna put it right there. So lean into the negativity. Because let me tell you, your inner critic is a huge bully. So when your inner critic is like, you only do silly things, they're so amateur, you're not a real artist, just go, okay, cool, I'm not a real artist and everything I do is amateur. Excellent. Excellent. Then that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an amateur, not real artist folio to store all of our printables. And my inner critic can get bent. And that's okay. Ooh, look, here's one. It says, find the magic. Let's find it. Let's find the magic. Yes. Carrie tells me all the time that I need to tell my inner critic to go sit in the corner. And I like that. Go sit in the corner. I'm busy. I'm busy creating. I don't have time for you. Ooh, that's really pretty. Nice. Oh, you can't see all of these. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. How utterly awful of me. Are you using your stuff? Did you break out all of your little things that you're like, I love these at some point, but I don't think I like them anymore because they're just not artsy enough for real artists. And I want to be a real artist, and so I don't want to use these. Did you get them? Go get all that stuff. Break it out. Grab your Temu stickers. Or your sticker books. If you've got sticker books like this that you bought when you first started out and you were like, Oh, those aren't great. I need something else. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever you're telling yourself, go get your sticker book. Put stickers on pages. Put stickers on your pages. It's a lot of fun. Ooh, look at that. What are these? Those are just little scraps that I shoved in there. That's fun. Let's see. Is there anything in here that would look good on there? I'm sure, right? All right, let's see what we've got. We've got that. And then I've got that. I like that, actually. I think that's good. I think that one's done. I do kind of want something here. I wonder if there's something large. Ooh, what about a fairy or something? I don't know where else I would use a fairy, to be honest. Yeah, we're just gonna put her on there. That's what this one is. This one is just stickers. Because it's just to hold ephemera. I'm not gonna go try to get, you know, the Metropolitan Museum of Art to buy it. Come on. I feel like it should go that way, but I feel like a lot of things go that way. It's fine. Okay, there we go. All right, let's put all of this away. BRB. Okay, so we have our cover. I did put this little music note cardstock sticker on there. And I know somebody's going to say, oh, you know, if you want true collage, everything needs to be touching everything. And whatever. That wasn't what I was going for. What I was going for was putting stickers on here because I like I just like the stickers. I like to look at the stickers. So this is perfect for me. I'm not going for anything major. So here's what we're going to do. The first thing that I recommend that you do is make sure that your piece of paper is not too wide. And my pieces of paper, they're like just wide enough. It's weird. They might actually be a bit too wide for the ends, but they are perfect for the center. So because mine's printed, I don't know if you can see. Yeah. So mine's printed. So I'm going to try to cut these so that you can at least have some sort of semblance of what's the print is. Not that you can really see it, but maybe you can. So I'm going to fold that up. Okay, so these do need to be cut. So the center one is going to be good. That's going to be my center. And then these need to be trimmed just like 1/8 of an inch. So, how do I trim them 1/8 of an inch? I don't know if that worked. Let's find out. Yep. All right. I'm going to trim this one on this side. So, here we go. All right. Did this work for this one? Yep. Cool. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to trim these. And I don't want to cut off, if you can see that bird head right there. So this one, I'm actually going to trim it according to the print that is on here. So this piece is 2 1/4 inches, and that's about what you want your bottom ones to be. And that leaves me with 3 1/4 inches for this one. So if I do 1 1/2, 3 1/4, so I need to do 5/8. 1 5/8 is what you would go for if you want to cut this one in half, which I am, because it still gives me these birds. So now I have one section. So I have the bottom part, I have the middle part, and then I have a top part. Like that. So you want to do this for all of them. And you can either figure out how big you want them. You can use the prints that are on here to figure out how big you want them. This one kind of has a natural line, so I'm just gonna, let me show you. There's a natural line there, so I'm just gonna use that as my cut mark. So that's gonna be my bottom piece. And then this has these bees and bugs and stuff, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make sure that I don't cut off any little bee or bug head, and I didn't. So now I have those. And then this one, I kind of have a similar thing going on. Look how warm my hand is. It's making that curl funny. There is a line there, but that line is pretty far up there, so I don't think I'm gonna go that far. Let me see what this one is. This one is a little over 2 1/4 as well. So let's just do 2, let's go this way, 2 1/4. So the bottom is 2 1/4. That leaves 3 1/4. So if I do 1 1/8, there we go. Okay, easy peasy. So you may be saying, Laura, how are you going to put all that together? We're going to use our double-sided tape, or score tape, as it's called. If I'm ever using something and you don't know what I mean by that, that is not because I assume that you are smart enough to know. It is because I assume I am always late to the parties and that you know more than I do. So keep that in mind, that this is, okay, one of these is wider than the other. Now I got to figure out which. This one is the wide one. And this one is a wide one, and I think this one is a wide one. Nope. This one? Yes. Okay, these are the wide ones, so they go in the middle. So let's just put these in the middle. We're just going to go ahead and do that. And I try to find the side that has the printing on it. This is the printed side, so this is the back. And this is going to take forever because I have to cut each individual little piece. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it on this one, and then I'm just going to jump to the future because we'll be here all day and you'll be really bored. So what I do is I start in the corner. Where do I want the bottom to be? Okay, this is the bottom. So I'm going to start in the corner and I line my tape up, and sometimes this is difficult. And then I try to keep it lined up as I go. And then I trim. And try to trim it in a straight line because that's going to make your life a lot easier. And then I do the same thing on the sides, like so. And I try not to overlap, but sometimes I do, and that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything if you overlap. You just have to take off the one on the bottom first. All right, and this one. I don't know if you could see that. I apologize if you couldn't. So now I've done that. I'm going to do that on all of them, and then I'm going to take my little tool here and I'm going to burnish it all down. And if I've overlapped like here, I'm going to pull this one first so that this one will stick on it. So, but you have to burnish all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go tape all of these up and burnish them, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we have, or I have, you didn't watch, I did all of the taping on the pieces of vellum, and now we're going to put them where we want them to go. So the first thing to tell you is I used 1/4 inch double-sided tape, score tape. I don't think mine is score tape that I'm using right now. I do have some score tape. Anyway, long story, stop that. I think you can get it in an 1/8 inch, which would really be the best for this. The reason I use double-sided tape, because you can glue it, but if you glue it, you're gonna see the glue. And I think that the double-sided tape personally just looks better. It's just my own personal preference. You can do whatever you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna peel these off and I'm gonna stick them where I want them to go. So remember, this one is overlapped. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up this bottom piece first, maybe. Never do a live demo, Laura, never do a live demo. And then I can push that down, and now it's just stuck to the tape. And then you wanna line these up very close to the edge. Like, you want them on the edge. So I am going to try to get this as straight as possible. Ooh, I think I'm on, not quite. Here we go. So there's one. There's our first pocket. See? Okay. And then we have these other 2 pockets. And because I cut my paper in order, I'm just gonna keep going in order. You, of course, can mix and match and do whatever you want if you've got pattern vellum. And the pattern vellum is just fun, right? Like, I mean, we have all these supplies. Just use your supplies. It's all gonna be okay. How do you know if things are straight? I mean, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you eyeball it, grit your teeth, take a deep breath, and just go, and it's all okay. I do not have a well-planned video when I come on here. When I come on here, it's usually because I'm like, I'm a little bored. You know what? I want to go talk to my crafty friends and make a thing. I think I'll go do that. And then here we are. So, you know, just use your supplies. It is helpful to watch a video and just do what that person's doing. And then if you like it, great, make another one. Make a bunch of them. Just do whatever makes you happy. Ooh, that is right on the edge. Man, did I get it? Wow. Never have I ever done that before. Usually everything's pretty wonky. Wonka-doodle-doo. That's what they called me in school. Oh, wonka-doodle-doo. They didn't. I'm making that up. And then you don't have to line them up perfectly with the other sides either. If you want to make sure that they're straight, line them up on this side, which is what I did not do. And so that one went a little wonky. Oh, wonky-doodle-doo is at it again. Oh, wonky. All right, let's try this way. So this one, I'm going to line up on the edge of this. There we go. And it's okay if, see, like this, I kind of have a little air bubble there. That's actually good because you want stuff to sit in there. So there you go. And then we're gonna do this side, and then we're pretty much done, y'all. And you can ink it, you can collage it. Some people like collaged on the inside and then put their pockets on. The only reason I didn't do that is because straight up, I would not glue something down well enough, and then it would constantly catch, and then I would be very frustrated. I get irritated at stuff like that. So I made this simple for a reason, because when I'm coming in and out to get ephemera, I do not want to be worrying about this is the straight side. I don't want to be worrying about accidentally undoing something in the background. It's not my jam. That's not my jam. You got to know your limitations, you know? And it's all okay. Ooh, that overlapped and I didn't see it. All right. And then this one is gonna go here. Like so. There we go. There we go. That's it. Ta-da! That's all there is to it. And if you want, you can come in with some crayons or some markers. You can do all sorts of things. And then you can put all of your little ephemera pieces in here. Let's see. I have some ephemera here from Ephemera. This is really more for smaller ephemera, not necessarily things that are as big as I am pulling out. But like, see, here's some little tickets. Those fit in here like that and that. It's okay if they stick up a little too. I mean, it doesn't matter. I made this little envelope thing. I can slide that in one of these pockets. Here's another little ticket. I love these small pockets for this small stuff. To me, that's the reason I really like, watched this video and I really like this little folio, is that all of these small bits fit in here really well. And that's already been inked. So I can put that in there. Like, I have these really tiny bits that I can slide in here. See? There we go. Now you can have a little ephemera holder too. Aren't you excited? Let me know if you make this in the comments. If you made it with me, that's so cool. Please, please, please tell me, because I want to know all about it. And if you send me a link to it, that would be even better, but you don't have to. This is so good. I'm so excited about this. Look at all of my little ephemera bits. We can put them all away now. They don't have to live in little Ziploc bags where I'm like, wait, what Ziploc bag is this one? Now I can know. Here's all my fun Ephemera stuff. All the little bits that I had left over. And I could even, make a little label to go on the front of it so that I know that this is my Ephemera stuff. There you go. Oh yeah, I made this little guy. Remember him? Will he fit? Oh, barely, but he does. Good. Excellent job, Santa. Excellent job. There's a little tag. I don't think that those will fit. Uh-oh, I'm dropping pieces. All right, there we go. Well, this was a super long video, but look what we've accomplished. Close it up. You've got that. Here's another one. I can stash these and I'll know what's in what. This is Belinda's. This is Louisa and Barbara's. Or maybe I should say it's Effie's. Maybe I should put a little Effie on here, huh? There you go. And you could do that, right? You could take a regular plain piece of cardstock, or even print a printable on a piece of cardstock, and then you can make it out of that kit. Oh heavens. You get the folder picture for the kit. Oh, that's brilliant. Now you can do this per kit, because it's really 8.5 by 11 would give you exactly what you need. Okay, well, that's going to be another one that we're going to try. All right, I just gave myself another idea. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thanks, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.